G'day guys, and welcome back to round 2 of the Barossa Light and Gawler Women's Footy Show. Back with Bailey and Aisha, and we're here to wrap up all things round 2, give you a look into round 3. Aish, we've shaken the nerves of last week. We're back into it. How are we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. Hopefully get the giggles out of the way this time and just keep going.
Absolutely. Go with the flow. Thank you so much, guys, for jumping in the comments as well. We appreciate all the great comments, all the bit of banter you give back to us. That's what this is all about. Look, before we get too involved and have too much to drink here at the Exchange, guys, we'd love to thank our sponsors. Without these guys, absolutely nothing will be possible. As always, thanks to these guys. Aish, to start off the show, we're actually going to start off this week with our Rams home loan good news story of the week. This is coming straight out of WA. We had the under 16s and under 18s national development champs for the women's footy go on, and SA got up over the home side WA by 29 points in the final in the under 16s today.
It's always good to beat WA.
Absolutely. Nothing like a little bit of cross-border rivalry.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've got a shout out to Michaela Anthony, Miu Endersby, Holly Trelagan and Sophia Eaton on their involvement in those squads. Those girls coming home with the win. Absolutely fantastic.
So good to see just the grassroots shining through those levels.
Absolutely, and those girls are going to come back, fingers crossed, to their grassroots club. Can't wait. But our good news story of the week actually goes to Sophia Eaton, who captained that under 16 team and actually came out with the MVP medal for South Australia. How good's local footy, Aish?
Amazing. Just to see how, where she started to where she is now. Can't wait to see what the future really holds for her.
Absolutely. Sophie Eaton is one of those names we've mentioned season after season here in the BLG. And to be able to now say it as a national level, good on you. And all the other girls as well, you know, to go there and have a crack. This is where we stem. This is where we're eagerly awaiting our first BLGW AFLW draft player. I cannot wait.
How exciting.
We're waiting. We're fingers crossed for all these girls coming through. I think the opportunity is coming.
Oh, it's not far away.
Absolutely
it's
not.
Far away.
Look, that's our Rams home loan good news story of the week. Let's dive into round 2 wrap up. Let's hit Saturday night, Ash.
Saturday night down at Gawler Centrals, we had Gawler Centrals versus Tanunda. The score was 8-10-58 to 1 goal, 2-8. Our best players for Gawler Centrals, we had Emma Keys, Caitlin Cotter and Kayla McInerney. So
absolutely, and you see why Keysy got the best there, kicking 3, followed closely by second best player Caitlin Cotter, who kicked 2. Central's girls seemed like they had a really good first run out of the gate.
Yeah, exactly.
Love to see it. Tanunda's not to go unnoticed by their best in Madison Halford, Amy Gore and Sophie Watson, with Brianna Mastis kicking their 1
very exciting
as well.
for the girls, I bet, kicking that goal.
Absolutely, it's good to see Tanunda. Obviously, they ended the season last season with a win, which was really great for those girls. We know they got a lot of grassroots girls coming up. I don't think these scores are anything to shy away from. Wasn't easy for them against Gawler Central, but Gawler Central at home as well, had a big crowd on a Saturday night.
Yeah, food vans, bar open, crowd going.
Absolutely. Nothing better, and again, we have a lot of Saturday night games coming up this season. So we can't wait to see, you know, all the local clubs throwing the support behind the girls, getting the A grades to stay back and keeping the bar open, keeping the food going.
Yeah, definitely.
And jumping to Sunday, which was down at Kapunda, we had Williston versus Light. Look, this was the grand final rematch, and
I'm excited to see the scores.
Look, and it was a bit of a rumble. This score doesn't really show the intensity of that game. Williston kicked 7 goals, 50 points to Light, 2-1-13. We were thrown off on the tips last week.
We were. That's just get it right.
Again, hey, look, we don't get too excited about that. You know, everyone's a winner in footy. But look, Williston, we know how strong these girls are. Light apparently had a really good crack. It was a bit of a ping pong day.
I think the Williston girls, the more senior girls, stood up and led from the front.
Absolutely, and that's where we've seen Williston come through and through season after season. They've just got these girls who stick around. They've just got a little bit more experience and a little bit more presence on the ground as well.
They might have a lot of young girls coming through, so there's lots of future stars in there.
100%, and we've got a lot of highlights. So best for Williston was Reece Charmings, Kaylee McRosty and Jessie Sanford, which I know is a name.
Yes.
We are very, very fortunate to know quite well. Good work, Jessie, on getting back, and I know Williston's going to be so happy to have you back. But Elizabeth Wilson kicked 4 for Williston as well.
Amazing.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Wilson, I don't know, I'm liking it. She's coming out and she's making a front.
She is.
Happy days. But Light didn't go astray of highlights themselves with their bests as Sasha Branson, Jazz Ellsworthy and Dakota Hinderwell as well. With the goals from Scarlett and Summer Birdfidge, one apiece, which is great. The sisters out there having a crack. Again, homegrown, family footy, that's the kind of stuff we like to see.
We love it.
Look, Sunday we were down at the kennel at Barossa. This was one of those games, unfortunately, again, the scoreline was a little bit of a blowout. And in local footy, we like to make sure that, you know, we do reflect on these games and go, look, Barossa had a great day on the track.
Home game.
Absolutely no denying that. But, you know, South had a lot of under-16s coming up and playing. What would they have? Seven
under-16s playing up. So playing 2 games, under-16s and their senior game, who just do amazing.
Absolutely. So Barossa ended up kicking 22 goals, 12, 144, keeping South goalless. Again, best for Barossa, Ellie Ward, Millie Farquhar and Amelie Struck. But not to go unnoticed, Casey kicked 6 goals for Barossa. Case, I know you love getting up forward when Ricky gives you the chance, and about time you started pulling them out, girl. Absolutely. Ellie Ward kicking 5 as well. Hayley Henkin and Kiara Tonkin kicking 4 apiece too. Wow. Some great scores there for the Barossa girls. Yeah. Look, I know a lot of individual scores go a long way, but it comes to, at the end of the day, it's a team sport. Exactly. A win's a win. So well done to Barossa. But South had a couple of bests as well. Shane Dredge, Lauren Farr and Michaela Crowcamp as well. Look, we've had a discussion about South before we come on air as well. Obviously, Pavi's leading them this season. The team is in very safe hands, Ash.
It is, yes. So Pav, a player coach this season, very experienced with her 213 games, I think. Hopefully that's right. But very experienced, and the girls are very lucky to have her lead them, guiding the team along for the season.
Absolutely, and I think that's really good, like being able to have a player coach. You get girls like have come across with such transferable skills. Again, massive games under her belt. 213 games is not something to look away from. So I know a lot of those younger girls, coming through and playing. You know, a lot of those under 16s playing those second games are going to be able to look to Pav for a lot of leadership. So shout out
to seeing how the girls develop over the season as well. Like only round 2. There's so much more that these girls have got.
Absolutely, and there's still time as well, girls. There's always time. Anybody who watches the show who's looking for a local club to join, it is only round 2. A lot of teams are still looking for players and also looking for volunteers and stuff as well. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of player coaches. We need team managers. We need time scorers. We need everything. Trainers, absolutely. Water runners. Anything like that. There's opportunities for a lot of people. If you're looking to support your local footy club, get in touch. So we're going into round 3. We're going to head straight up to Anguston for South versus Gawler Centrals. Aish, give me your money.
I think it's going to be another tough game for South. Gawler Centrals coming in, first win on the board last week. So I'm sorry, my girls, but I think Gawler Centrals might have this one this week.
Absolutely, and we do know Anguston can be a little bit hit and miss with the weather as well. Anything can happen down at Ango, but I'm going to have to follow you on that one. I think GCs are going to come out the gate pretty heavy this season. They're looking to chase that flag that they lost to Williston, but hey, all in good heart. We're looking straight back up to Newry. Newry's got a massive kind of home day. They're hosting the other 2 women's games as well as a couple of juniors in the morning. We've got Light versus Barossa. Aish?
It's going to be a good game. I don't even know. I actually don't know. What do you think?
Good. I can't tip away from the Barossa girls, Aish. You know they'll give me way too much hell in the comments.
I think Light want to come back from a win. I've got you back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. Split one for us, Light and Barossa. Look, again, I think that's going to be a really great game up at Newry. And that's followed by Newry versus Williston. What do you reckon, Aish?
Williston are on the trail. They're coming in hot. I don't know. I think Williston are going to have a good day.
Absolutely.
Home game.
Anything can happen. Again, get out there and support the girls too. It'll be great to see Newry really stick it to them at home for their first kind of home bout. But again, I think Williston, strong team. We can't really tip against them very often. We don't do it. And Tanunda, enjoy the week rest as well going in for the bye. So absolutely, we've got plenty of good footy happening. Can't wait for round 3, Ash.
Excited.
Absolutely.
Really
once again, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We'll be back here next week at the Exchange, cracking another coldie and talking about footy, Ash. Nothing better, guys. Thank you, guys, and we'll dive back in next week for round 3.